Welcome back. We have so many stocks to discuss, so let's get straight to it. Dipan Mehta, Director of Elixir Equities, is joining in now. Dipan, first things first, I wanted your thoughts on some of the Adani Group stocks. Adani Transmission, for example, the numbers were quite good. I mean, the fundamentals they haven't changed, I'm sure. Revenue growth of over 20%, profit growth almost 80%. And now after the promoters released some pledges, there was a bit of a recovery in these stocks. Now, from a long-term investor standpoint, do any of these Adani Group stocks make sense to buy right now, or is it a strict avoid from your end?
Good morning, Sonia, and thanks for having me on your show. See, even after the correction which has taken place in Adani Transmission and some of the other Adani Group companies, they are still trading at very expensive valuations. And when this kind of controversies are there surrounding the company, I think from an investor's perspective, it's best to just wait and watch and let the dust settle down and then perhaps take a call on investing in these companies. But I think they're great trading opportunities because of the volatility which is there, and that I think attracts a lot of traders. So that one can certainly trade in them depending upon the volumes and the charts and price movement. But from an investment perspective, I want to put a hold on all Adani Group companies.
Got that. Dipan, hi, good morning. What about the big movers from yesterday? Paytm has seen some interest back. The numbers, of course, came through. We had Mahindra & Mahindra Financial, which saw a big surge yesterday. Second quarter of, decent performance after many quarters of disappointments. Anything interest you there?
Yeah, good morning, Prashant. I think Paytm numbers were exceptional. And clearly, I think management is listening to the market and they are achieving their targets earlier than what they had stated. And the fact that they have gone EBITDA positive will be very well received. The stock price also has moved up accordingly. And it's a unique business model. I think it's evolving as well. And even the street and analysts are trying to understand the company going ahead. So I would keep it on my watch list. But, again, until it doesn't declare solid profits and we have better data points to value it, it would be a wait and watch. The other company which you said
M&M Financial.
was M&M Financial, yeah. M&M Financial had a very sketchy track record. And whenever things go sour in the vehicle financing space, M&M Finance, their NPS suddenly start to pile up. But these are great times. I think M&M per se, volumes have been increasing. So they have a good captive market to provide finance to. And certainly, I think they have cleaned up their books and now looking at the next 2-3 quarters in very positive light. Valuations are reasonable given the M&M brand. So you could have a nice trading rally, or stock could certainly do well over the next 6 months or a year or so. But this is not something which I like to have as part of my core holdings or hold for a long-term basis. There are much better NBFCs, the likes of Bajaj Finance or Chola for that matter, Sundaram Finance, which have proved their mettle even when the entire NBFC space was under a lot of pressure. So my preference is for companies which have sustained earnings growth and which have been able to manage their NPAs even during the toughest of times. I think that's the strategy as far as NBFCs are concerned. So M&M Finance I'd like to avoid, but there's no denying the fact that based on these numbers, you could have a very good rally over the next few months or quarters.
Okay, all right. Dipan, request you to stay with us for the time being. Let's welcome the management of Vinati Organics. They posted a rather good